So I was having a conversation with one of the homies. So we was having this conversation about good rappers versus great artists, or great rappers versus great artists. That's what we was having a conversation about. And I'm like, you know what? I'm bringing this to the podcast, right? So I already kind of know my thoughts on this, and I already have my examples too. When I brought this up to you, it was like, oh, okay, cool. I got some examples. I got my thoughts on it. So we gonna just have a conversation. Everybody in the chat, once y'all had this conversation with us too, we gonna actually incorporate some of y'all because we had like a little group conversation. We sipping and we tripping. What is the difference between a great rapper and a great artist?
J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar. That's probably the best bet. Jay-Z and Nas. Well, Nas and Jay-Z if we going great rapper versus great artist. Nas and Jay-Z. A commoner Talib Kweli if we going rapper versus...
Hold on, let's go back to Jay and
Kanye.
Nas. Were you saying who would be the great rapper, who would be the great artist?
Nas is the great rapper. Jay-Z is the great artist. I'm not in the lane of Jay-Z is just this super dope lyrical guy. He's great rapping lyrically. He is. He really is. He's up there. It's on some Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor. But, I mean, stuff. My bad, YouTube. But he's not this greatest of all time to me. He's up there with them. But he's not just that of that.
But he's a better rapper than Tupac. But he's not a better artist than Tupac.
Okay. You right. My bad. That was triggering. You took me right back to high school for a minute.
I trigger people every time.
Triggered me a little bit.
If you say Pac and Nas, they go to trigger like, what?
Whoo.
I should have worn my bandana. Y'all could have sounded like Pac, too.
Shout out to you, Jensen. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate you, Jensen, for that. You took me back to high school with that because that was the argument I used to argue for Pac all day. But you are right. And it took me to get older to realize that. But you are right. Mm-hmm. There are better rappers than Tupac. It's not a lot of better artists than Tupac.
I think Pac is the best artist, best hip-hop artist of all time. I don't think he's the best rapper. I don't think he's in the top 10 as rappers. But as an artist, Tupac is the best hip-hop artist of all time.
That makes sense.
But on some rapping, just lyrical things, I could think of so many rappers who might not even be the most, like, Fred is high in my best rappers. I don't care who don't know Fred. I don't care who's not, aware of Fred and his music and his lyrical ability. Don't matter. As a rapper, just a pure rapper, it ain't many people that's gonna rap better than Fred. It ain't many. Fred the Godson, in case anybody don't know. It ain't many people that's gonna out rap.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P. He the GOAT. It ain't many people that's gonna out rap Papoose. If we just talking about rapping, we ain't talking about artistry. We ain't talking about a song. We just talking about rapping. I'm telling you, just rapping, just rapping. We ain't talking about making the
mixtapes, bro.
Just rapping. Like, it's a lot of people that just on some rap stuff. Black Thought
and
just rapping. We just talking about rapping. Black Thought just rapping. Who are really seeing him? Just rapping. We talking just rapping. Give me a beat. Y'all go in there and rap. It's not. That list is different than artistry.
You know who I want to hear in the session? I want to hear Eminem and Black Thought. Not battle. None
just
of that.
Getting bars off.
Since we always turn everything into battle. If anybody want to know what I think,
that's a good one.
If anybody want to know what I think, it'll be Black Thought.
Eric Jamal is on his way to being both. I agree, Shane. I agree. Eric Jamal might be one. That's a good comparison too.
Oh yeah.
Joyner, but Joyner is a good rapper too.
Nah,
Joyner's dope. Joyner both. Joyner both. I'll say Joyner both.
I'm gonna put Joyner more in the artist bag than rapper. He just happened to rap really well, the same way that
I think he can rap.
J. Cole. If there wasn't a Kendrick and it was just J. Cole and Drake, J. Cole would be a better artist to me than Drake. Drake would be a superstar. Drake would be a better star than all of them.
I would say Drake is a better artist simply because as an artist, you don't have to be the one that just creates your own content. As an artist, you can take different things from different things. Like Kanye is an artist.
Yeah.
Puff Daddy is an artist.
Yeah.
He's not a rapper. He's an artist. So I think Drake might be a better artist than J. Cole. But I think J. Cole is by far a better rapper.
The only reason I would give Drake star, and I'm saying this after I know the the JBP came out. Shout out to Ice. I'm not taking his take or nothing, but this is something that I've thought, maybe not put that way, but this is always something I thought like they the top three, and we always talk about them three for a reason, but they all do different things. So, and Ice did say this, so give him the credit. I ain't taking nobody's stuff. But Drake is a star. I look at him like that because he took Quentin Miller bars. You a star. That's what stars do. Pop stars do. Beyonce, Katy Perry. That's what y'all do. Great for that. Love you for that. Love you for that. Need you for that. That's what. Not taking away nothing from you, but that's what you are. The star. J. Cole. I rap better than everybody in the world, greatest rapper. And then Kendrick, for me personally, on the artist level of where we trying to push that boundary, do something different, have some, artistry to this music type. It might not be Barfield, but when I do the argument song with my girl, everybody been through that and know that. And who else gonna put the real argument and mix it in with the bars and morale and so that's how I just separate them, and then it's fruits from they tree respectively as we go down. But as this next generation, because they are fruits from a Jay-Z, Tupac, Biggie tree.
I mean, I just think like when I'm thinking artistry is a lot of different things. So like it's you having the ability to create this. So we know Drake got the ability to create a song. Drake was Drake before he got to the point where he had now, where he's a superstar. I know you got the ability to create, Best I Ever Had and all these different hits you've done. I know you got that ability. The difference between artists, even if you're not just talking hip hop, even if you're talking R&B, some of our greatest artists didn't write their songs. You know what I'm saying? That's always been a thing. Artists have the ability to take all of the different things. I can hear a different style of music I'm not used to and say, yo, let's implement that. Now, I don't write that kind of music. Let me find a writer I can work with so we can come up with the kind of song I want to do to that. Artists do that kind of thing. A rapper would never, because he's like, nah, bro, this got to be my thought, start to finish, and I don't need none of those other, things in here messing with me. Now, the more you get into I just saw how Prince was just talking about this on shout out to Matt Hoffa on their thing. Saha, we know, has the ability to totally create his own music. He don't need nobody help. He don't need no. Saha is what I would call an excellent rapper. He's a top tier rapper. That's what I'm saying. Saha can out rap almost anybody you name. They ain't gonna say almost, bro. Saha can out rap damn near anybody.
Saha made a lot of hits that we don't even know that
for
he
other
made.
People. So that speaks to his ability to be an artist.
He can be an artist.
Because he can work with other people and create that. So I feel like Saha, like I say, he'll be one of the ones that do both. You know what I'm saying? I think Saha is a great artist, and I think Saha is a great rapper. He can do both. Sometimes you come across the rare ones that do both. And sometimes you just get a great artist who's not a great rapper, and you just get a great rapper who's not a great artist. Because, for example, and I'm biased, Uncle M, Uncle Murray. What'd you say?
I'm a great rapper.
He's a great rapper.
Probably not a great artist.
But no, I shouldn't even say his name. But Uncle M just dropped the album this week, right? It's called A Lenny Grant Story. Y'all go check that out. I'm feeling the album.
With Jada.
Yeah, it is a song with Jada.
Crazy.
But he got a song called I'm Okay With That. That joint is fire, right? Is it?
I really like him. He can rap.
That's my boy, bro. He's my guilty pleasure.
When he snatched the year-end wrap up from Skills, he really taught me something with that.
To me, he's not a great rapper, bro. He's not. I know he's not gonna get on there and say the most incredible stuff. That's not who he is as an artist. But as an artist, I love Uncle Murder, bro. He brings a certain it's a certain edge he just brings to the beats. It's just raw. It's just that's who he is.
Authenticity.
It's a certain authenticity, and I love Uncle Murder.
It's different, and it's a certain significance. It's a certificate of authenticity that you never even see, but it's everything to me. It's my credibility. You never seen her smell the letter from a C who's incredible or on the same pedestal as me. Anyway, my bad, Eminem stuff. But that's what it is.
I was gonna let you get through the whole Eminem.
I would have finished. I would have. You know how much I love that. I used to cry listening to that song, loving hip hop.
That's a good example too, Shane.
Oh my God.
Ren is an artist. Ren can do different type of music. I'm sure Ren could, if somebody wanted to say, hey, let's do a collab, Ren could do a collab and come up with Ren is an artist. Can he rap? I'm sure. We ain't even got to like the real Ren rapping stuff that everybody say he got. We ain't even got to that stuff yet. But I'm sure he can because he's an artist.
I think I don't know if it was him they was talking about, but somebody said something about I want y'all to hear like his fun stuff or whatever.
Yeah,
or something
it's a comment.
Because we have been getting into his artist bag a lot, and you're right. I don't know if Ren can really rap like on some just enjoy just this, have fun, just rap. Not even enjoy this on party stuff, but like bars, like metaphors. Apparently,
similes, double
when
entendres.
I was trying to prove Tupac was dope, and I had to find his metaphors, and I remember going back to school the next day. It's like he said he's highly flammable, like gas stations. That gas stations are highly flammable. It was so intricate that you could kiss every single in the. Come on.
And as you trying to sell it, you realizing like, yo, this is trash. I don't like
They hit me with Biggie. They hit me with all these New York dudes. Oh my God.
like you just gotta understand. You gotta understand. Like I enjoy this. Like for example, I love Young Dolph. R.I.P. Young Dolph. Love Dolph. Right? Am I gonna say Dolph is the greatest rapper? Absolutely not, bro. But as an artist, Dolph just brought something to a song that like other artists just didn't bring. He don't gotta say the most elaborate stuff. He can say simple things, and it sounds so fire. Bro.
You about to make me listen to Dolph on my way to Famous Dave's.
I listen to Dolph at least once a week, bro.
All day. Shout out to him. Shout out to Nipsey Hussle.
Nip too, and Nip another one. Nip is a great artist. Is Nip one of the greatest rappers? Like just on some bar work? But Nip as a person who creating the music, the project, if you get a Nip project, it's 90% fire, bro. 90%.
When I listen to Nip, it reminded me of listening to Pac on some like, man, I could do that too, type stuff. And it's been a minute since I like felt like that. And then I don't know, I was just on some other ultra stuff. Like, man, never mind. It was after like when I was just so like, man, every time we get somebody that's like, man, like
that's
possible,
trying to positively push forward the culture.
I was into all types of conspiracy. Like, man, the government had to have something to do with this. He was too great on the progression to do too much. He bought the land that they kind of banned him for. Now he owned the mall. Like, get out of here. They didn't even want to let him get a store. Now he owned the whole thing. He had too much power. Too much progression. It was something. Had to be something. Oh man, it had to be something. What did they pay that man? What did they pay him? Anyways. That's another podcast. Hey, that's my personal podcast where I get into my conspiracy theory bag.
The thing is, Nipsey was doing things that they don't want you doing as an artist. He was buying land in his old neighborhood, putting up stores, putting up businesses, you know what I'm saying, hiring people from the neighborhood. He was doing things that they not used to an artist doing. They used to the artist going to buy diamonds and chains and cars.
$700 albums.
You know, $700 albums. On top of that, if you ever go back and look at his jewelry, he was buying solid gold jewelry, things that he know kept value. He wasn't putting a bunch of ice and busting everything down. Nipsey was a very smart dude. And yeah, I'm sure it is people who didn't want that kind of spirit in the air. You know what I'm saying? But do I think that, somebody did a conspiracy theory for that? Nah, I think that was just... you know what? I ain't gonna go into no details. I'm gonna say I believe some of the stories you see online about the whole Nipsey situation.
All right.
We'll just leave it at that. I believe there's some truth to some of that stuff. Man. But just in general, though,
that black hate like cancer, ain't it? It's like heart disease.
Man, can't hate to see somebody else winning, bro. But like, I just feel like generally speaking, it is some rare people that's both. That you have a good artist and a great rapper, or a great rapper and a great artist. I think that's rare, and the people that do fit that boat, in most cases, they never gonna blow up to be Drake.
Yeah.
You won't blow up to be Drake.
I guess it is hard to find a medium in between both of them. All right, let's end this on some...
What's that T to go?
I think that's an interesting point, because when it comes down to whether or not they're gonna blow up, I feel like that also is like a lot of great artists tend to work by themselves because they can't necessarily get a team on their same vision or like get them to the same vision point. So I feel like that team aspect is definitely important when it comes down to blowing up an art. That's a different conversation, but like it's important to blowing up an artist versus blowing up a rapper. Because like with the rapper, you can trust them to make lyrics or write lyrics, make the songs, make the hits, But with a artist, you can't always trust them to deliver on every single vision because
it's all in your head and you very specific about your vision. That's why like an artist like Kanye, for example, he'll have like 30 different artists in the room all doing separate things, and he's going around picking and choosing what elements he wants to use into whatever he's doing, because he hears, as everybody doing it, he's hearing what he wants it to become. And like that's a process like I never heard nobody do until I was watching the interview with people that was going to his ranch, and they were saying like, nah, it'd be like 30 of us in the room. Everybody, this person playing piano, this person playing guitar, this person doing this. You got rappers over here doing this, or right now it's a singer over there. And Ye would just literally walk around the room and say, hey, do that again. Okay, keep that. And then he'll walk around and just keep walking, and hours going by. And oh yeah, what's that? No, that right, yeah, do that. And then he will put the song. Like, that's that's artistry. That's not a rap.
You know
I'm
why?
not doing all that.
Because he using instruments, and everybody, all them 30 rappers, all them 30 people, each of them is an instrument. And a lot of rappers don't think of it like they rapping or they voice or they artistry is an instrument. And kind of Young Thug taught me that when Gucci discovered him, and he was coming up and he was saying like, yeah, you know, my voice, I didn't even know, but I was like, well, I don't know if he said that or if Gucci said it about him, but it came up that he used his voice as an instrument. That's what made him a star. Like his rapping or whatever is whatever he can say, but his sound is what, and I was like, oh, that's rapping is an instrument like the thing. So when Kanye walking around picking people, Fabio might sound dope on this. You know, Ty Dolla $ign sound dope on everything. Let me do something with him, and then I'll just bring him in. I'll get Dirk for this one. I'll get Playboy Cardi for this one. You know, and he just running around arranging and putting the stuff together. So
like even if you hear Vultures, right? That is not Bump J's typical cadence, his typical voice. Kanye definitely told him, hey, no, like mumble it, like say it this way. And when you hear it, when you hear everything together, it's like this verse is so hard. Like I'm glad Bump rap like that on there. But that's not Bump's typical cadence.
Imagine being Rudy Goldberg and just being a fan. Being a fan of Kanye, your favorite rapper. Goldberg. You might even low-key like Bump J. Happy he got out free. He go on the track and he start rapping and he brought like, you a big old goofy Rudy Goldberg. And you look like, what did I ever do to you, Bump? I love Kanye. And now you just forever a big old goofy. And in Chicago, that's the worst thing to be. You don't want to be a big old goofy in Chicago.
Nigga, you a big old goofy Rudy Goldberg. You jump in that lane, you gonna get put on a poster. Talk that talk, boy. That boy, but hey, hold on. Before we get out of here on the pod, bro, I'm putting this in the air too. Wait a minute.
No, I do my own work. You better do your homework.
That's what I'm finna say, bro. Hold on. I'm sick of this. I've been here. I've been in my algorithm, right? They be talking about all the best rappers from Chicago, the drill legends, and all this stuff, bro. If y'all don't stop not mentioning Bump J name when y'all having this conversation,
Squad and Slap Polaroid,
like y'all finna stop acting like for real. Bump was the first drill rapper, because Bump was talking about stuff they was actually doing in Chicago. You know how I know? Because we was trying to be little rappers back then, and every time we got anywhere close to a Chicago show, we was hearing about Goon Squad and Bump
low
J,
key,
bro.
I was finna say, low key, the whole Goon Squad was dope. Brains Hustler was one. He was on there. Yeah, he was dope. I used to rock with all of his tracks when he would be on the Goon Squad compilations. But anyway,
and
that's Chicago
respect
stuff.
on LEP Bogus Boys, bro. Stop acting like G. Y'all gonna stop acting like bro. They be leaving some of the people out that was holding it down, bro. Like y'all gonna stop doing that, bro.
Oh,
real, bro.
Shout out to Count. Count was one of them
ones, bro.
He was one of the only rappers that I ever ran into on the South Side, by the projects, pulling up into the gas station, walking in the gas station to get blunts. And G Count was in there. And I was like, oh my God, bro. I be listening to that stuff. And he was cool. You know, of course, hey, what up? Appreciate that, da-da-da. But I was also like, oh man, you one of them ones. Let me get out of here.
Real one, bro. G Count a real one, for real.
Let me, because if you here, then I shouldn't be here. If you here, I shouldn't be in this area. Let me get King Louis all day. Shout out to him. I don't know if he was before Bump J, but
Louis was around this. He was around the same period though.
But King Louis was definitely a little Chicago
bit
legend.
Chicago legend. Yeah, but Louis
respect,
for sure. Yeah, Louis, Bump, like bro, they be man. Don't get me started, bro.